Over her incredible 70-year reign, the Queen's face featured on coins from all around the world. To honour her life and legacy, today we're going to be taking a look at every coinage portrait used on UK coins during the Queen's reign. From commemorative designs specially made for the Jubilee years, to definitive designs put on our pre-decimal and decimal coinage. Let's get in and take a look at every coinage portrait designed of the Queen for coins. The first portrait used was this one, designed by Mary Gillick. This came into use on all coins after 1953, as for the remainder of 1952, George VI portrait was still minted on coins, as is tradition for the year the monarch died. This was across all denominations, from the penny right up to these big crowns we see here. The design was well received by the public when it was released back in the 50s. In that same year of 1953, the coronation crown was released, and here it is. Now this is the reverse side, but the obverse side features an exciting portrait of Her Majesty the Queen. And here it is. As you can very easily tell, this is the Queen on horseback. And if we get a close-up shot here, you can see it doesn't just look like a random person, it is actually a portrait of Her Majesty riding the horse. After decimalisation in 1971, the portrait was changed to this design by Arnold Machin. As we see here from this crown, the portrait features a slightly older portrait of the Queen wearing a tiara. And, like all definitive portraits of the Queen, it was used from all denominations, from the lower denominations, the pennies we still find in circulation, to things like this beautiful gold sovereign. In 1977, this design was released for the reverse of a commemorative crown celebrating the Silver Jubilee, and the obverse portrait wasn't the usual one. In fact, it was another Queen on horseback design, very similar to the original one from '53, but it has been slightly changed. The horse looks a bit different in different poses and such things like this. This coin is extremely common, as everyone in the country was given one at the time. In 1984, the definitive portrait was changed once again, and here is the new design, by Raphael Maklouf. This time features the Queen with a necklace and a crown, and again, this was used on all denominations right up to gold coins, and on the small pennies and change we find in our pockets still today. Raphael Maklouf's portrait lasted until 1997. That was the last year it was used, because in 1998, Ian Rank Broadley designed this portrait for coinage, used until 2015 on definitive coins in all denominations. In the same year the portraits were swapped, 1997, it was the Queen and Prince Philip's golden wedding anniversary. To mark the event, the Royal Mint released this crown, and on the obverse it featured a double portrait, with Prince Philip joining the Queen on the obverse of the coin. Here we see them both together in a very intricate and detailed portrait, which was also designed by Ian Rank Broadley, so he did too that year. In 2002, it was the Golden Jubilee, and the coin we got for that had the Queen on both sides. Here on the obverse we have a Queen on horseback portrait, reminiscent of some of the earlier designs, and the reverse of the design we got this stunning portrait of the Queen, wearing her crown and some royal robes as well, and you can just see the necklace and earrings as well. This is a very cool portrait to have. Next up is the coin commemorating the Diamond Jubilee of 2012. This is actually the reverse, where we see Mary Gillick's portrait reused, but on the obverse. Wow, look at this stunning design of the Queen. Again, royal robes, crown, looking slightly older now, but all round, and especially in bunk, what a portrait. One of my favourites, definitely. I don't actually have the next portrait, as it was only used on the Sovereign range of coins, but here it is. It features a special design portrait of the Queen. Personally, I must say, I think it's my least favourite. It just looks a bit off-centre, and it's just a bit of a random decision by the Royal Mint to put it on, only for that 1 year. Next up is this, the classic Jodie Clark portrait of the Queen, on all coins from circulation, commemorative, and bullion coins. I've got some bullion one here to show you because we had a lot of commemoratives earlier. This design was used since 2015, right up until the end of the Queen's reign, and it will now be changed to a King Charles III portrait. Here we see some bullion examples featuring the Queen wearing a crown and a more rounder shaped head than some of the other portraits. And the last portrait of the Queen is this. For the Platinum Jubilee, she returns once again to horseback on the obverse of our coins. And again, similar to the other horseback designs, this design has a bit more wording around the edge of the coin, but once again, a nice horseback portrait of the Queen for her last portrait. Well, there we go. In just the UK alone, there have been 12 portraits of Her Majesty the Queen across our coins. Comment down below how many of the 12 you have. As you saw, I have 11, just missing that sovereign. And also comment down below which one is your favourite portrait. I'd be interested to know. But as always, thank you for watching Bits and Bobs, and we'll see you next time for another awesome video.